Thank you, gents. We move on to our co-main event of the evening. In my opinion, a guy who is right there, ready to challenge now for a world title. Joe Cordina against Joshua Hernandez. Joe, I'll start with you. We were going to America. The date got pushed back because of Canelo Alvarez situation. The opportunity came up to fight at Fight Camp, I think maybe 10 days later than we asked you. Jumped all over it, been in the gym, ready to go. Great fight for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, of course. We were scheduled to fight at the end of August, I think, in LA. Obviously, that didn't happen. The opportunity come to fight in Fight Camp. I haven't fought here yet, and it's something I wanted to tick off my list. So, yeah, I jumped at it with both hands. Me and Tony said 100%. We had a list of opponents, and we wanted to pick the hardest one. And Joshua Hernandez, he's 10-3, but them 3 losses, I think they're just little blips. He boxed Chris Colbert, lost to him, who's just won an interim title, and a defeat that he has soon turned back over, I think, in his next fight. So, yeah, he's a tough opponent, and, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you look at that record and you may be thinking this might be an easier night's work for you, but I'll probably go to say probably the toughest fight of your career to date. I know the fight in Monaco was a tough one against Tinoco, but this guy, we saw him on one of our cards in Matchroom Boxing USA, had a split decision. In fact, he should have won that fight, I think, against an 18-0 fighter. Had a very good fight with Chris Colbert, as you said. Interestingly, we're speaking to Charlie and Tony and the team and the plans for the future. I know you have your fight, your mind fixed on Saturday, but basically I kind of get the feeling now you're ready to go.
Yeah, well, everything, as we said in previous press conferences, and you know, since I started boxing, so since I turned pro, my aim is to be a world champion, and that's what I plan on doing. And obviously Joshua Hernandez is in my weight, and he's trying to stop me. So I just got to get through Saturday nights, and if I'm to go on and challenge for world titles and win world titles, I've got to beat someone like Joshua Hernandez. But like you said, he's a very, very tough opponent, and his record don't state how actually good he is. So, yeah.
And obviously, coming off the Rio games, you've seen some of your former teammates as well do so well in those games as well. We always work off those cycles. And obviously now, you'd like to think that when those guys turn pro off the back of Tokyo, the Rio guys are ready to fight for world titles. Massive night for you and your former teammate, Joshua Buatsi. But you feel like now is the time, as you see those guys turn pro, and shout out to them as well. Now's your time to get this momentum coming off the pandemic and the hand injury as well. Get this win and move straight forward into major fights and get ready to challenge for the super featherweight world title.
Yeah, of course. Like you said, the cycle before us, like Kai Yafai, 4 years on, he went and won a world title. Same as Callum Smith. It's just like that same sort of scenario. This time around, the boys and the girls have finished the Olympics, and now it's our time. Don't get me wrong, I'm a couple of fights away, but we're still in touching distance. But yeah, they've done amazing, as you said. So shout out to them as well. But yeah, I'm there. I'm there. I can see it. I can feel it. And yeah, I just want to get closer and closer. And Saturday night, I got to beat Joshua Hernandez to get that little bit closer to my dream, which is to become a world champion.
Thank you, Joe. Joshua, welcome. I know you always stay ready for opportunities. We talked about this fight for the end of August again, and now you took this opportunity in the UK. I've got to say, when we had you on our show in Chicago, you was in one of the best fights I've ever seen. How you didn't get the decision that night, I think, against the opponent, I think he was 19-0. Great fighter. You've been thrown in the deep end time and time again, and another massive opportunity for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, I just want to thank DAZN, Eddie, Matchroom for having me here. It's a blessing. I stay ready, I stay prepared, stay in the gym, working on my mental, physical strengths, and I feel ready to go. You know, the past is the past. My record's not pretty, but it is what it is. If you do the research, the only person to beat me is Chris Colbert, right? I should be 12-1, but it is what it is. I'm here to prove a point.
And obviously, when you fight a fighter like Joe Cordina with his world ranking positions, when you take opportunities like this, the rewards are massive. Now, you win this fight on Saturday, all of a sudden you're probably top 10 in most governing bodies, completely transforms your career.
Yes, and God doesn't make mistakes. You know, I'm a man of faith, and coming off of work, I'm a school teacher. So once the school year ended, you know, normally I pick up a job or something for the summer, and I was like, you know what? I just feel like I had a blessing coming my way. I don't know what it was, but I spoke to my brother, spoke to my family. I was like, you know, I'm not going to work this summer, just going to focus on the sport, focus on boxing, and here we are. So I'm blessed and I'm ready.
Well, you got your opportunity Saturday night out there. Big fight for you and a big fight in the career of Joe Cordina as well. Cordina against Hernandez this Saturday live on DAZN. Gentlemen, if we could have a head-to-head, please.